The following is a presentation of MRE UNO Division 2. Hello everyone and welcome back to MRE UNO's Jazz July. Here on the YouTube channel we have our final stream match for the Triad 32 when we go into the piano region. And it's going to be a battle between two players who were in the original field of 32 to start out D2. Going to be number 3 seed Sky taking on number 11 seed Steven, the 2024 D2 champion here. As both players looking to get a great win here and move on to the single pay to 16. Sky having a phenomenal season, up to 7 wins, looking for their 8th of the year. Meanwhile, for Steven, came in midway at a bit of a disappointing return, but has kind of bounced back nicely with a win over Lavina in the last round. And looking for a maybe a late season surge, I mean, for Steven, technically still eligible to be in the playoffs. So, I mean, if he goes on a deep run here, who knows, maybe could find his way into the playoff field for the second season of his career. But for Steven, more just kind of here for the vibes, so we'll see if he can keep vibing on into the single pay to 16 and take down Sky, who has been one of the stronger players so far this season. But let's take a look at the bracket going into this one. Piano region halfway done. I got 2 more matches to go, including this one. But what's happened so far? Marcus with the 4-3 win over Dino. We had the ending of that game on stream. Big upset there. A huge win for Marcus, who absolutely needed that to help his playoff chances. He goes into the single pay 16. Dino out of the bracket, and that makes it where all 3 winners for the season are out, and we will have a new winner to secure that last auto bid into the D2 championship here. So going to be wide open for all these players who are looking to make sure they're in the 12-player field at the end of the season. So going to be interesting to see how everyone goes for that one there, whether it's a higher seed or a lower seed gunning for it. But the other match that happened was Mazwak and Ninja Jacks. For Mazwak, keeping his season alive, 3rd straight win of the tournament, and finally breaks through the round of 32 that's kind of been holding him down, makes it to the single pay to 16 for the very first time in his career, and pulling off the run here at the right time here, as he absolutely needed to get on a good run here to maybe still have a shot at the playoffs here. So this will help his chances. He will face the winner of this matchup here between Sky and Steven, so we'll see who ends up being Mazwat's opponent. And then up on top in 2 days' time at 11 a.m., Dia and Apollo in a likely playoff match for both players. Will need to win that one to keep their seasons alive to face Marcus, so we'll see who can get the win there. But a lot of good action to come in the piano region. We're bringing you to live Sky and Steven here on the channel as we were ready to get things started here. As we go into the table, which is now invisible, but we're going to change that right now. But going into the stream here, I'm joined by co-commentator Daniel Voiles here, joining in the booth once again. Voiles, as we go into this one, for Sky, great season, really looking to try and make it to the D2 championship here. A win here will definitely help. And for Steven, just kind of here to play spoiler pretty much. And we saw that in the last round, taking down Lavina 4-2 in that one. So just kind of your thoughts on this match heading into it, and kind of what you're expecting out of this one.
I think this is going to be one of those matches that I'm really excited about. 2 players that, want to try to do their best to get in the D2 championship. So I think this is going to be really an interesting one. I mean, you know, Sky with the as Sky got a good win against Alessandro in the sweep, and then Steven coming off a 4-2 against Lavina. But it should be a really close series between these two, and looking forward to today's game.
All right, well, we'll be looking forward to it as well. But we're going to go to our players here before we begin, starting off with Sky. Sky been having a great season so far, and I mean, that continued in the last round where you're able to take down Alessandro in a very clean 4-0 sweep there. But you go into this one against Steven, someone you debuted with in 2024, back all the way in 2024, February Flurry. But just kind of going into this one, your thoughts, how you're feeling about this matchup here, and what you're looking to do here as you hope to make it to the single pay of 16 to face Mazza in the next round. All right, Sky will type out their answer, so we'll see what Sky says. Um, yeah, while Sky's typing, what is Steven? Steven, I mean, again, you've been on record saying just kind of just here to play Uno and that's it. Not really looking to, not too concerned in terms of anything regarding playoffs and whatnots, but you had a great win in the last round to really avenge the ultimately disappointing showing in Medieval Mayhem. But you go up against Sky, who, as I mentioned with Sky, Tony, you debuted with in the 2024 season, but just kind of your thoughts playing Sky here, and for Sky kind of just surging this season and really looking like a contender as you look to take down another player who is definitely looking to be in the playoffs at the end of the season.
No, yeah, I mean, that is definitely an accurate assessment of me. Like, I'm here to vibe. Like, I'm here to play Uno. I feel like I do a lot more better when I'm not like anxiety filled and like worrying about like worrying too much about every move I make, every move my opponent makes. I think it's good to be aware, but sometimes oftentimes I find myself getting too in my own head. So really glad to play against Skylar for this, another 2024 debutant. So like, you know what? Let's Skylar, like let's give the stream like a match people won't forget. So I'm down for that. Also, I need to but I am looking to win because I don't want my win against Lavina to be just a fluke.
Yeah, definitely going to be a very interesting to see what happens in this one. I think G's muted
I just
for.
unmuted as you started
Oh,
talking. I just realized that, but um, quickly reading off Sky's comments, just looking to continue to break career records. So keeping it straightforward here, and hopefully for Sky, hopefully the lack of sleep there is not going to be too costly here. But we'll get things started here. My apologies, but yeah, Sky with game one call.
Syntax, our referee for this one. Appreciate Syntax doing a marvelous job as usual. And let's see what the game one call is. Yes, hello. We're going with 10. That's an interesting start.
Yeah, straight down the middle here, and we'll get things rolling. And this has got to be
Wow.
like the third game I've streamed in a row where we start on a wild. That is
My
absurd.
goodness.
Well, gonna start with the +4 here. We'll see if the culture happens, but um, if the culture does happen, this will become an 11 card start. Sky looking to initiate it here, and there we go. So, another crazy way to start the series, and I need to check that, but I think it's like the third stream in a row where we started game one on a +4 or a wild start. So, that's a bit bonkers, but Sky gonna open with the yellow 3 here. We'll see if this works out. Again, there's a lot of strategies going into these wild and +4 starts here. So we'll see if this one works well.
Yeah, very unheard of, for me seeing, like a wild to start off with. I mean, that's kind of unusual. We normally see like either like a number card or a +2 and all that. But to your point, yeah, it's kind of strange. We're starting off with a +4 for like the third stream in a row. That's kind of crazy to say the least.
Well, Steven's out on yellow here. Sky looking to keep it going. Although Steven is typing this time, so maybe he has something in response now. And yes, there will be a big response here. +6 goes into red. So was was drawing at first, but then finds something on the draw and is able to now reset it where they'll have to leave. Sky's up to 14.
And let's see what Sky has got in response, a +2 and a red 7.
All right, so minimizes it a little bit.
Probably what I
Steven.
was thinking is when they were drawing, they were probably looking at their cards, knowing, what cards they wanted to play off. Because, on a +4 or wild, you can choose whatever color you want to. You just want to make sure um, your opponent doesn't have a lot of ammo to counterattack whatever color you choose to start off with.
All right, well, Red 9 from Sky, red 4 from Steven. We still run red here. Steven with the lead. Again, coming into this tournament here, looking at the rankings. +4 from
Wow.
Sky. Gonna go in the blue. Sky will retake the lead. And again, we've seen some early usage on the ammo. And Steven's shot at the red comes a little too late. But yeah, I mean, I was gonna say coming into the rankings for this tournament, Sky was ranked 11th, so they were technically the first out in terms of the D2 championship here. But we're gonna try to jump their way into the top 10 to have one of those at-large spots and or an auto bid if they win the tournament. But for now, Sky with that +4 to retake the lead here and is looking to open up this series with a game victory.
Yeah, that's really big, especially 11th in the top 25. You really want to perform well because the last thing you want to do is get upset and could possibly end your chances of making the D2 championship. So this is a what we call a critical game, to say the least, as we get a +2 and a blue 2. Now we got a blue 8 from Sky. Does Steven have a response to a blue 8? Or is he going to be out on blues?
Yeah.
And he looks like he's out.
I was figuring he was out based off the sad react, but Sky is out as well, so this is looking to be a stall for both as they're going to go with the draw city.
Yeah, hopefully it's not going to be like a long draw city like what we had yesterday, where we started all over again in that one. So let's see if this draw city will be a lot shorter in game one than that 21-minute game we had yesterday.
I do think it's kind of interesting though because we still have a lot of cards left for both players. I mean, both are kind of approaching that double digit amount, but Sky with the top deck blue 1. Well, Steven also with the top deck. Both looking to get out of here. And that 4 is going to be the trick, and draw state doesn't last too long here as we go to green.
Yeah, probably they felt like, oh, we switch over to yellow.
All right, crossover from Steven here. This is likely going to be a 3-color game at the moment, but Sky going to be okay with it. Actually had the yellow one as well, so maybe was looking for the yellow switch initially.
Oh, we get double skip and a red 9. We go back to red. Back to
Sky.
yellow.
Yeah, I figure Sky not a big fan of that red. You're going to go immediately back into the yellow.
Steven's reaction says it all.
And another crossover into the green. I mean, again, this is looking to be a 3-color game. Blue is not really going to play a factor here. But again, this is going to be interesting how the rest of this game plays out. And double play from Sky, that'll give him the outright lead.
And also to point out is that we also haven't gone long on red as well. So I think red is also going to look like invisible as a green 2 gets played.
Ooh, well, Sky out on green. Steven switches it the red.
Speaking of
from
red,
Sky. Crossover in the blue. So Sky gets a top deck blue 2. So that's going to be interesting though because this blue has really been barren. Steven maybe looking for a wild play of some sort, and yes, gets the Uno on the +4 in the red.
That's the second +4 that has been played, other than the one that we started off with. So there's like one more +4 somewhere in that deck.
All right, what does Sky have here? Sky gonna go for the switch into yellow. Is that the correct decision?
Or will it be a fatal one? Based on Steven's reaction,
I think it's a draw, based off that. No, it didn't matter.
No, it was. Wow.
All right, well, yeah, I mean, I think for Sky, I mean, especially if they didn't have a +4 or anything like that, I don't think they're gonna feel too bad about that because they were kind of in a bad spot either way. But the Wild gonna end it, and it's gonna be 1-0 Steven here to start this one out. And yeah, I mean, Sky didn't really have much of an option there, so I don't think they're gonna feel too bad about that.
I would agree with you on that. That was a good hand from Sky.
Well, Steven, any thoughts on that one? You take the opening game here, so kind of picking off where you left off in some ways here, but going up 1-0 here early on. And there's red.
No, yeah, it felt good. I'm just honestly gonna try and keep the momentum. Shout out to Red once again. Ended on Red. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say, but GG's to Skylar on that first round.
All right, well, that'll do it for game 1 here. We go to game 2. Sky still with the call, looking to try and tie it up 1-1. But we'll see what the decision will be. It's going to go 2 up to 12.
12. All right. Let's see. We start off with a red 6. Okay.
All right. Red 0, so maybe Sky looking to keep it on red.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, okay. Well, seems like Steven has refound it, though. Gonna go with the red one.
Yep. Close call there, if you ask me. So we have a red 1. Let's see what Sky's got in response to that.
Taking a minute here. Bit of a slower start to this game. And we got a ditto, so that's the first ditto.
Yep. First one in this match. Ditto play, yep. Steven's got a response, or is he out on reds? Let's see what he does. Oh, switches to yellow with a +6. That's an interesting move there from Steven.
Not the first time he's done this, though, because he did this play towards the beginning of game 1 also.
Yeah, kind of a little risky on the ammo there. We'll see if it pays off. Wow, a quadruple switch to green.
Alright, so we're getting a lot of switches here and a lot of ammo coming out at the moment. Sky looking to not let Steven get too far away here. Steven able to run the green here, but we'll see how this color switch is going to affect things for him.
Yeah, we're still running on green as we played a green 7, now a green 6.
Alright.
And
Steven.
Sky had a draw. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's not good for Sky here because... Okay, well, I was about to say it wasn't good because Steven just keeps running this down, getting closer, but Steven is also out. Sky actually gets to switch to the blue there, so that's not really a prolonged draw city, but we'll have to see how this goes. Sky really needs to find something where Steven can't play it and Sky can keep running it, but so far, nothing found yet.
Yeah, but as we go down to a blue 0, does Steven have anything in response? Switches back to green. And
So
Sky
switch to
has to
0.
unfortunately draw. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not what, I don't think that's really what Sky wanted to see there. Steven's gonna draw again. Seemed to have that straight green. May have actually drawn it, so got rid of it. But Sky with the top deck green 9. Looking to not have this be prolonged here. No play from Sky. It could be another draw, and it's another draw from Steven as well.
At one moment we have like a mini draw city, and then the next moment we have some cards. So it's kind of like, I got a card, and then you got a card, and then we're out on that same color, and then we have to draw again. But it's not a very long draw city compared to, the previous stream where we had a very long draw city in game one. And the longer it went, the longer, as now we got a green 3 there. And the longer the draw city went, the longer we were going to be out of cards as we get a yellow 3.
Alright, so that will break the draw city here, and we'll see how this goes. I mean, again, I feel like the green is going to be out of play. So it's once again similar to game one. We're liking to locally running a 3-color type of game here. And
Now we switch over the blue.
Crossover the blue. Sky feeling a little bit better on these blues. Steven, what will the response be here? Gonna be a little slap in the face there, +2. Sky up to 13.
What does Sky have for a response to that? A reverse and a blue 1. Nothing too major for Steven, though, as he still has the possession arrow. But does he have anything for a blue 1 or any ammo that can counteract this? We're going to find out in a second. Nope, had to draw. So blue 7 was played, and then Steven had to draw. That's not good for Steven. Switch over to red. First time we've seen red in this one. How long will we stay on red is the question. Looks like we got a lot of red cards. Steven unfortunately has to draw on red. Down to a red A. It looks like Sky's in good shape to run red. Probably got a lot of red. Switches over to yellow. A +2 and a yellow 6. So Sky is slowly chipping away. Now both players at 6 cards apiece.
Yeah, Sky gonna have the possession arrow at the moment here. Looking to run this yellow down. I mean, Steven was drawing 4 on some colors here, looking to run this yellow though. And he will, and that's gonna give Steven the possession arrow lead.
Yep, goes to a yellow 7. Let's see what Steven's got in response. Unfortunately, he's got a draw. That's too bad.
Yeah, Sky running it down here. Steven gets that top deck. Does that throw off Sky? It may have. Draws.
Starting a little mini draw series. Kind of expected.
Ooh.
Oh, a +4.
That may have came off the draw there. That might have been a top deck +4.
You're probably right, G, because that was out of nowhere.
Well, Sky is saying no. So may have held on to it. +2, so that's gonna kind of throw the 2 cards back at Sky here.
Both of these players definitely don't want to go down without a fight, as we get a double skip and a blue 1 as we go back to blue.
Sky able to play it, goes down to 2. Well, had to play the right color, had to play the right number there. Steven is close also, could get something going here as well. gets the wild into yellow. Does Sky get the Uno? No. Sky has to draw. Steven looking to take the lead here and or more.
Based on that reaction, looks like a draw city from what Steven just said.
Not sure. Gonna get the
Oh,
Uno.
interesting.
Now what does Sky do here? Does Sky have any options? Oh my
plus
god.
4. Wow, that had to be a top deck +4 out of nowhere.
I think that one was a top deck. Yeah.
And it is. Wow.
And that really throws off what Steven was going for, but has to switch into yellow.
Goodness me.
That will ice Sky out, so Steven able to keep it alive. Yes.
And looks like ditto there.
Yes. And Sky is not loving what they're getting in their hand, so that might be problematic. Steven
I
at
agree.
3 cards. Gets down to 2 there. Just really running this yellow. Ooh, gets
Switch over
to
the blue. Mm-hmm. Steven have a finisher or is gonna draw?
I think this is an Uno call. Okay, no. It's actually just going to be a +2 and leaving it open.
Yep. Probably didn't
Nothing
have the
from-
count.
Nothing
Yep.
from Sky or Steven.
Back to a draw city, which not really surprised, to be honest with you. Especially, we haven't gone a long time on draw city, if you ask me. Oh, hello. A red +2, a red reverse, and a red 6. That's 2 more cards that Steven's now going to have in his hand. But he counterattacks with a red skip and a red 5. And Sky, unfortunately, has to draw. Both players not going down without a fight. They don't want to lose this and going, man, what could I have done differently should they lose this game? Red 4 got played.
Yeah, both really just kind of
Switch
running
the green.
red here. Now green.
Guy down the 2 cards. Switches over to yellow.
This is a another one where Steven hoping for the best here. Sky gets the crossover back into green, gets the Uno.
Does Steven have anything to counterattack, or is this going to be game?
Nothing there. Does Sky have it?
Oh, no. No. Steven gets saved. Goodness me.
And this has been a long game here. We are at over 13 minutes in this one so far. Sky gets the top deck back in the Uno.
There's probably 2 +4s remaining in the 24 cards that's left in that deck.
Question will be, will it come down to who gets one of them?
See what Steven's got in response. Got to figure something out quick, or Sky Wow.
So Steven did get one of them, and it's going to be a plus 14 in the blue. So that's one of them off the table here. There's still another, though. This guy with a double play, both back at 3.
Yep. To a blue 7 we go.
Alright, Sky gets a wild in the green here. Does that help Steven? Both are at 2 cards. Steven gets to Uno. Sky likely to get to at least Uno as well. Double play could snatch the win, though. And no, okay, so got the Uno, but does not have the finish there. Only has the plus 2. And that's probably going to be a block there, because Steven may have had the win there. So, may have been the right call.
Let's see what Steven's going to respond.
No.
Another plus 4.
And that was 100% from the plus 2.
Wow.
This has been a nightmare game for Sky so far.
Goodness me.
Yeah, and that
And
is gonna
Steven gets
end
it.
Yeah, that's a frustrating one for Sky there. I mean, did a lot of solid defense there. Was close a few times, got blocked, and then just lost on a top deck plus 4, and then one plus 4 from the plus 2 there. So, rough one, and then Sky with 2
Wow.
wilds. So, not what they wanted to see.
That hand from Sky. Ouch.
Sky was one away from the win at one point, but he elected not to go for power play, and unfortunately going to be one there where they're regretting it a little bit. But yeah, a rough break for Sky there. Steven, long game there, over 15 minutes, but you get it done. I mean, just kind of thoughts on that game, because definitely was one where it was really back and forth, but ultimately some of those plus 4s at the end really helped you find your way to that victory. Steven?
Hi, hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wait, sorry. Like I was like my audio was glitching for a bit. Did you guys ask a question?
Yeah,
Yes.
just kind of your thought, kind of how would that one go for you from your end? Because there was definitely some moments where you were definitely tensing up a bit, but ultimately some of the plus 4s at the end definitely helped navigate that win there for you.
No, yeah, like it's crazy. Like you guys talking about how there was 2 plus 4s left. I immediately got 1 on a draw as you guys say that, and then another plus 4 from the plus 2 that Skylar used against me. That was very lucky, but yeah, I just grateful for those draws. Those plus 4s really helped out a lot. Um I think I'm slowly starting to get the hang of things. Like I learned from my match with Lavina, a great defensive player. So I'm taking a couple notes from his playbook and kind of using them here, being a bit more smarter about my switches and stuff. So yeah, really did not work out for Skylar. I'm looking at that ending hand rip. But yeah. Good game too.
All right, well, 2-0 Steven here, and Steven's gonna have the home call for game 3, so looking to be in a good spot. Sky looking to try and make this an away series, but it's not been a great start overall. We'll see what Steven goes for game 3.
Of course, he can't pick 12 since he won on 12, so that will be something he'll have to think into consideration which number we will go to. Will it be high or will it be low?
Let's go so low that it loops back to being high. Full send. Let's do 15.
Oh, get the flags out, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
Gotta
so
love me a good full send. Ooh, let's skip. Okay.
I'll let the full send here. Have the red skip to start this one out here. Steven looking to make it 3-0. Sky looking to get into this game here with a win here in game 3.
Yeah, another red start. Let's see what Sky can do for a red 1.
Ooh, alright. Immediately gets out of the red and goes into yellow on the 3-card switch. And that is a small mistake from Steven there. Not what he wanted to do.
Yeah, I agree with you, G. Not good so far, but it's not over yet as we have a yellow 7.
Yeah, I mean, there's still time to get there, and I mean, even with that, it's gonna be obviously not good, but I mean, that's not the end of the world. But Sky might be able to use that now to their advantage, so we'll see. We go green now.
Of course, both players still have their power plays if needed. Probably will use them later on into the match if we go that far. See what Sky's got in response.
Steven taking a minute here for their turn. All right, just gonna roll with green.
Does Sky have anything to counter that green up?
A huge run.
My
Okay.
word.
4 cards so far. Gonna be a 5-card run. +2 at the top of it gets Steven up to 13, but Sky really off to the races here. Really does not want to drop this game.
Yeah, last thing you want to do is go down 3-0 trying to have to win game 4 to force a game 5, so it's now or never for Sky.
All right, yellow one.
Let's go back to go back to yellow. What does Sky have in response to a yellow 1? Will it be a switchback? Oh, a +4 to blue 2.
May have wanted to hold on to that one for the ending, but really trying to go aggressive here. Going into that blue once again.
Let's see what Steven can do in a response. Sky's already down to 3 cards. Oh, a +4 of Steven's own. My goodness.
You had to figure that was coming, though, because, I mean, Steven had so many cards, and it was just kind of a matter of time before something like that would come out. But, yeah, gonna go. Well, I mean, it was yellow, but now switches into red right away, so it doesn't even stay on the yellow that long.
Does Sky have anything to counteract the red 4? +2 and a red 2. Okay, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, small slap there.
Switch over to red 7. Oh, switch over to blue. Oh, looks like a command issue by Steven. I think he was going to play a green 7, which Sky unfortunately has to draw.
Yep, that is true.
Good point.
And this is also going to be a color that Sky cannot play on, so Steven able to do some work here to kind of cut that gap.
Switch over to blue. There was a good switch there. Blue again, says Steven.
May not love the blue.
Steven taking a bit to look at his hand to see what card he got. Had a GIF, but I can't find it, so never mind. Oof. Okay, plays a blue 6.
Sky one down with a blue 5 here, but I mean, again, Sky with that lead really looking to try and close his house, Steven looking to do what he can to kind of keep Sky at bay.
Let's see what Steven's got in response to a blue 5. Will it be a switch? Will it be staying on blue? We're going to find out in a moment. It's going to be interesting what he plays. A +4 and a green 8.
So yeah, it's going to be another +4 from Steven here. That's going to make it 5-4 on the +4 so far. So, I mean, it's kind of been mostly split to this point, but it is going to throw Sky back a bit, and that's going to definitely scramble the hand. So it's going to be a little bit more challenging for Sky here to get something going, especially if they're not getting much ammo.
Yeah, now we're down to only 1 +4 left in the deck. We still have all 4 wilds in the deck somewhere. Back to blue question mark. The answer is yes. And a triple skip now over the blue and a blue 6.
And that just pretty much erased the +4 right there. So Sky is already back to 3.
Wait, why did I predict?
We'll see what Steven's able to do here. Double play, but Sky able to just kind of shake off the +4 for the moment. So we'll see if they can kind of keep it running on blue, or if they're going to need to switch the color. Well, they're going to use a wild here in the yellow.
That's the first wild we've seen that's not a +4.
Yellow
Go
2, so
over to yellow 2.
Sky's at least getting the Uno. Alright, there's the Uno call, yellow 9.
Does Steven
Warning
have
from
anything?
Steven.
No is the answer. This might be it. No is the answer.
Wow, Sky did not have the finish there. Had split colors on that one there, and that does not really work out for what they were hoping for. Sky with another top deck, though. But it's on the yellow 9, so it's not really going to help them. Draws keep on coming here. Sky looking for another top deck. Sky got a power play, and I think they just got a top deck to help him win.
Oh, yeah.
Gets the wild into red and has the red reverse, and that will do it. So Sky gets it done. We'll see if the power play there was needed or not, but Sky wanted to make sure they were on the board there. So gets the win, makes it 3-1, makes it 2-1, and we have an away series at the moment here. Yellow +2 at the last draw. Yeah, I mean, Sky got the win there on the board. You elected to go for power play there to ensure the win. Just kind of any thoughts going for it there, and being able to get on the board here to try to bring this back. Was not letting it destroy me again. All right. All right. So Sky just didn't really want the potential opening to kind of hurt them again. So. Yeah, I mean, Steven, was there really anything you had there? I mean, you mentioned you had the +2 on the last draw, but wasn't he going to be able to use it in that situation? But I mean, just kind of any thoughts from that game?
Well, no, like all I had was like I drew the yellow +2, and then I had like a bunch of numbers with a green and blue reverse. So all I could really do is just like hop between those two. But Yeah, nothing much that I could have done there. I think, yeah, it was just a case of drew the right card a bit too late, so couldn't do much there.
Alright, well, gonna go to game 4 here. Steven with the call still. No 10 or 12.
Keep it high up. Let's go to 14.
Alright, 1 down here for this one. Full set didn't work. Maybe the 14 will, but we'll see.
As not sure where our referee is.
Syntax is it's 14.
14.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, taking a second to load here. Or I'm taking a second to load, I'm not sure. Yeah, I am not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, it'll register eventually. It's just gonna take a while for it to register. You know something about to happen, but not sure what. Oh no. So the weather, huh?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Because I mean, we just saw the cards get set, but got nothing for the actual start. So
Oh,
we have a strange one here. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Is the bot gone offline? It is not.
I think it's just taking a while to get it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the cards are working.
yeah, the cards are working. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Maybe do a space. No, not.
That's not good.
Hmm. Okay, well, this is peculiar. I'm not sure what's happening to cause this because we were working fine through the first 3 games. Let me take a look at the dogs. I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right. All right. Welcome back, Steven.
What is going on?
It'll be 2-1 in favor of Steven when we resume play. We haven't had a heart rate check this series. 780 BPM. Heart attack time. Oh boy.
Game 7.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. Hang on, let me try something.
Oh no. Now we're starting to blame Puzzle Dan. Oh dear. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
There we go. There we go.
Jesus. Okay. I don't know why that took that long. But that is really bizarre. Let me see what the log is. Okay, we're gonna have to take off about 3 minutes on that, so yeah.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna
All
start the
right.
clock once
So
the first
minus.
play happens.
All right. Start with a red 1.
Well, Steven has the start.
Yep. Goodness
Alright.
me, wasn't expecting that.
Alright, so -3 off this game here, but we're gonna start with the red. Gonna go with the red 0 to open up. Alright, so red 9 now for Sky. That's gonna allow Steven to
Switch
switch
over
over.
to green. Mm-hmm. But does Skylar have a response? A green skip and a green 2. Switch over to green 3 and switch over to blue.
Alright, so going in the blue now. Steven gonna gonna cross over in the yellow though.
Of course, Steven also has the advantage on the power play now that Sky already used up his power play for the rest of the match. Blue +2 and a 7. Let's see what Steven's got a response. Green 7.
Another switch here. That was after the +2 from Sky. Crossover in the yellow. We've seen a lot of crossovers in this game here. Sky again holding on to that early lead.
Over to yellow 8. Now to a yellow 1. Does Steven have anything for a yellow 1?
There's a +2 there. Gonna throw Sky back. Tied game at 7 apiece.
Nothing too major. Let's see what. Oh, as we go for a yellow reverse and a 6.
Alright, draw from Steven here. No yellow left. Sky actually gonna also likely have no yellow left and uses the wild to go into blue.
Mm-hmm.
Sky asking for the switch. Yeah, gonna
Oh,
get
a
a plus
plus
4 for it.
4.
Into green.
Mm-hmm. That's a big plus 4. To a green 8. Let's see. Oh, Steven had a draw. To a red
Yeah.
wild.
So another wild from Sky here, and this one goes in the red. So we'll see what the outcome of this one is. Steven looking to be okay with it. Does Steven have some ammo here on this color to help him out? Yes, it's going to be both plus 2s on the red, and it's going to be a plus 6 for Sky. So, I mean, neither really able to get the better of one another here. Someone's always got an answer for the other.
Yep. Let's see what Steven's got to respond to a red 2.
Ooh, Steven gets the Uno here. Switches the blue. Does Sky have any counterattack or defense to play on this one to keep this going?
Good question. We'll find that out momentarily. Oh, wow. Blue skip plus 4 and a red 8. Down to a red 4.
Alright. Diddle play there.
Yep. See what we got in response to red 4 by Steven.
Alright, France just beat Morocco, so that game's final.
Mm.
Steven down to
Red 3.
3. Sky can't play anymore on red.
Yep.
Neither can Steven.
Starting a little bit of a draw city there. See what Steven got a response. Or is it going to be, yeah, going to be another draw. As we continue the draw city. Yep, draw city as we're stuck on a red 3. This one's going to be a longer draw city than what we were used to earlier in games where we had less of a draw city. Are there no threes left? I'm crying, says Steven.
I mean, there are threes left. 3 to be precise, but or no, 2 to be precise, but one of them's actually on red. But yeah, no one able to find much here, either on the threes or the red.
Yeah, I agree there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can see that with the table. I mean, both have been drawing for a long time here, and they're already up to double-digit cards. I mean, again, looking at the history, it's half the wilds and +4s are gone. We do see a few +2s still in the picture. Not a lot of skips. Not a lot of skips have really been played, or reverses. There's still 5 of each left. So there's still a lot of ammo to be found. And Sky gonna have to switch into green, and that will end Draw City, and that's gonna make this a 3-color game once again. And I don't think we're gonna see red, unless we get some +2 or +4 action.
I definitely agree. We'll see what Sky can do. Green 6. Hi, Puzzle Dan. Yellow
Switch to yellow.
6.
Yeah, I see this being a battle between the greens, yellows, and blues here. So we'll see how this goes. This could come down to who runs out on one of the 3 colors first, but gonna run with yellow here. Yellow 0 from Sky.
Let's see what Steven's got in response to a yellow 0. You can't even lie for a rematch, sir. Oh no. Let's see what Steven's got in response to that. Yellow 2. A yellow skip into a yellow 1. So a little double card there. Yeah, we're definitely going to be running on yellow for a while. Is that website still up?
No clue, but we run a fight between blue, yellow, green here, but Steven gonna go back into the blue. A fight between blue, yellow, green here, but Steven gonna go back into the blue. It's been a lot of numbers for both. Yeah, 'cause, I mean, there's still ammo in the deck here, but there's also a lot of numbers here, and we're kind of seeing that now. A lot of both players just running down their numbers here. If they have any ammo, maybe looking to hold on to it to the end.
Oh, definitely, if you ask me. According to the history, not a lot of red cards left. We still have a lot of other cards left for the other 3 colors. Back over to yellow.
All right. Steven does not look too pleased with that crossover back to blue. He is down to 3 cards. And that's it. Wow. All right. So Steven, okay with that. Actually just uses the +4 to get it done there. And it's going to be 3-1 now. Favor Steven. So wins that one in 13 minutes 52. Because again, I got to take off 3 minutes from the weird start there. But, yeah, holding on to the +4 for 4 draw cities. That was a long hold for Steven there. But ultimately it pays off here. It's going to be 3-1 now. And looks to be in a spot where maybe could get the win here and move on. But Steven, I mean, another decently long game there. That's kind of been the how the series has played out so far. But just kind of any immediate thoughts after that and being able to get the win, especially with the hold there that you kind of had to be patient on there, but ultimately pays off towards the end of that one.
No, yeah, I freaking hate Draw City, but I knew I was like I didn't want to waste this +4 when all I had were numbers when we started Draw City, so I was like, let me wait it out. Let me be patient. I know I'm getting a whole bunch of numbers here, but I mean, hey, it paid off. With some smart switches, I was also thankful to receive a bunch of 4s and 5s, so I was able to um switch on the number quite frequently. So really happy about that. Um and yeah, just proud of myself for that round because I feel like I tend to rely on shooting big ammo very early on. So the fact that even though I did that, but I was still able to recover after a terrible draw city, really proud of myself for that. And it's 3-1. I still have a power play, so I can't mess this up. It's best out of 7, right? So I need 4 to win,
Yes,
right?
best of seven, best of seven.
Okay.
Yeah. All right,
So
Sky.
just
I
one more
mean,
win for me.
all right. Sky, to you, I mean, not the spot you want to be in. You do have the call for game 5, but just kind of any thoughts here. You're going to have to make a 3-1 comeback to stay alive in this bracket here. Just kind of your thoughts on how this has been playing out so far. Sky also asking if it's T1 Sky time because there's a lot of comeback Sky had to do in that one. Sucks, but this is my home base. Having the win being down. All right, okay.
Yeah, Sky said he was one card away from ending it, which that was so close, but yet so far. So, and we're going to 8.
All right, and speaking of Bay, we have a green 8 to start.
At least this time the bot doesn't give us any problems. So that's good. Yep. Green 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Might have been an API issue.
Based on Sky's comment right there, that's not good on the I'm cooked part.
We'll see. Sky looking to try to get this one here, and both players are saying their hand is not very good, so this might be a battle of numbers here. Doesn't necessarily mean
Oh, yeah.
nobody could run it down, but this is going to be take a little bit more um, thinking here to try to find the connections, but both running green so far. And both are able to run it to this point here. No one has drawn yet. A lot of switches, though, go in the blue now. Only missing the yellow early on in this game. The run keeps on going. Both down to 4, halfway there. This guy with the blue 4, again, doesn't have power play, so can't use it. Steven's going to be out there, though. Can Sky get down to 2? Yes, gets the switch again. Sky's still on plan A. It's been all numbers so far, but has made it work. This guy's out there, 2 cards short.
Looks like we're going to start another draw city again.
Hold on, not so fast. Guy gets the top deck green 2. Gonna probably be looking for the switch here. Won't get it though. Steven also plays the top deck, this one being green 7. Alright, yeah, and draws keep on coming here. So both were kind of running it down early on, but no one could really find that connection to the finish. So both gonna reset and try and find their try to reshuffle their hand to be in a better spot here. Steven with another top deck here that will tie it. And Sky will get the switch off, and we are back underway here with the yellow.
Yellow 5 right there from Steven. Does Sky have anything for yellow 5? Switches to blue. And Steven out on blue.
Sky able to run it though. Can stay on that yellow for long, but this blue seems to be working out for Sky at the moment. And 3-card run back in the
Ooh,
yellow.
yeah. That was pretty good. Both players down the 4.
Sky saying wait.
Skylar says wait.
Well, Sky does
We
not
have a
have
4.
power play, so it can't be related to that.
Yeah, could it be a 4-card finish?
Well, let's see. Gonna be the first time we've seen it. And yes, that will
Yep.
be it. So has the 4-card chain. Ironically, three 3+2s of different colors, and Sky is gonna get one back here, trying to make this comeback, and that is gonna be by far the quickest game of the series so far. So gets it done there. All I got was yellow numbers from the draw city, so Steven needed to keep it going on
Ooh.
yellow. All right, but yeah, Guy gets one back here. Sky, I mean, any comments on that? Was close at the start, and then had a few draws there. Was able to get the win. Were those some of those +2s holds, or did you end up drawing a few of them on the draw city? Started with 2. All right, so that ended up being actually the last 2 cards that Sky had. So then the draw city happened, but yeah, that works out for Sky here, and the 8-card start is a success. So game 6 now goes to Steven. Steven looking to do what he can to end it here, and prevent game 7.
Of course, he can't pick 10, 12, or 14, so he'll have to pick. I think the big question. Okay, looks like we go to 11.
Middle of the pack there. Yellow 8 again, another 8 to start. I will mention this. I think we've had a streak going where these stream games have gone to game 7. I think it's like a 3 stream streak at the moment. So this could be extended.
Yeah, it could end up going 4 for 4, or could be it. We'll have to find that out as we play a yellow 0.
Steven also having some second guesses on the card start right after we started, was considering maybe going 6 instead, but too late now. We run 11, but both running numbers so far. Switch to green.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if that decision of going to 11 will come back to either help him or hurt him. Only 2 of the 3 streams this round have been 7 games. Well, good thing to point that out from our ref syntax.
Marvel Pilots. Oh, you're
Yep.
right. That was the
That was yesterday.
that was yesterday. Yeah. So 2 to 3 have gone 7 for the Triad 32. Yeah, I forgot that one 7.
It's either going to be
I
2 out of
I forgot that
4
one
or
6.
3 out of 4.
I thought that one 7, but keeping it going on red. +2 from Steven. We'll throw Sky back a little bit here. Steven taking the lead on that. Steven drawing. I had a feeling Steven was going to draw there with a double there. Sky looking to keep it running. Will. And top deck there. Does that throw off Sky? Taking a second. Looking for a run, maybe. And it's a big run here. +4.
Wow.
Double reverses. Does Sky have it? Yes, Sky does have it. And we are going to
Game
7 in another
7.
quick one. Wow, and I mean, Sky, in the matter of about 6 minutes, has brought it the game 7 here when then he was down 3-1. So, what a comeback this has been. A very quick comeback as well. Sky, I mean, got the run there, and I mean, I'm pretty sure that ended up being a Plan A finish there. So, getting the lineups when you need it most. But I mean, just any quick thoughts going into game 7 on just kind of how you're feeling heading into it. Heart is pounding. Yeah, this guy definitely feeling it. Let you know when the match ain't dead, when my watch ain't dead. But yeah, I mean, Steven, I mean, it was up 3-1, and then just suddenly like that, it's going to game 7 here. Just kind of any thoughts here going into this final call on what it's going to take to win this game 7 and move on.
Yeah, I definitely. Oh my gosh, those last 2 games sucked. My hands like were basically all numbers, so not much I can do about that. But yeah, I'm just gonna try. Oh my gosh, why am I tired now? The caffeine is kicking in, but I'm gonna try my best for this game 7. I do have the power play advantage, but still really scared. So, best wishes to Skylar, but mostly me because I want to win this. I want to make it to the next round.
All right. All I know is I'm looking locking into T1 Sky Game 7 has been my home base all season. I want to keep going, want the championship spot. All right, so we'll see what happens here. We go to Game 7. Steven still has the power play, though, so we'll see if that comes into effect. But Sky has the final call for the series. We'll see where Sky decides to go. Cannot pick 15, 8, or 11.
Yep. Let's see what Sky can pick.
Gonna go 12,
Goes
so
back.
1 up.
Yep. Goes back to the number that he lost on. So we'll see if that would be good or bad as we start with a red reverse.
All right, gonna close the door right away. And that's gonna allow Steven to switch it in the green right away.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm surprised Steven has kept his power play. I have a good feeling he might, keyword might, use it in this if he has the finish, but we'll find that out later throughout this match. Green 7 from Sky. Let's see what Steven got in response. Switches over the blue.
This is a interesting start. This is a light switch start for Steven so far. That's 2 switches off the bat here. We'll see if we get a third. We do. Yeah, Steven going for some light switching early on. We have not seen this all series. Sky's just rolling with the colors, though. Alright, Steven gonna keep it blue. Keep it yellow now. And it looks like for now that's where we will stay. Again, no one has drawn yet. This is plan A for both so far. Sky looking to get something going. Ooh,
A
that's
plus
+4.
4. Wow.
Yeah, I think for Sky, it's kind of part of this trying to make some separation there because I mean, if it's even, it just keeps going even down to the wire. That could be a problem with Steven having the power play, but Steve with the immediate switch back into yellow here. We'll see if that forces Sky to draw.
Yeah, let's see what Steven wants to do here.
When that stats here, +4 sort of split down the middle, crossover in the blue. So Sky able to use the 9 to their advantage. And another switch into the 4, and suddenly these numbers are not working out for Steven, but crossover back into the blue. And another 4.
Wow. Goodness me.
What does Steven do here? Not sure what the option Steven will have. Can't use
Yeah,
power play.
yeah, you can't power play since your opponent's down to Uno, which is not good.
Steven says that he has
Oh
nothing.
no.
Does
This might
Sky...
do it.
But does Sky have either the green or the number? Or does Steven actually have an option and it's just kind of over-exaggerating?
This reminded me when I got down to
Game.
Uno.
Is this game?
Yeah, is this gonna be game?
Sky taking a second here. And that will be game. There it is, and
That's
it's green.
on
That's
it.
it. Sky brings it back and will get it done here in 3 pretty quick games to end the series. And Sky will keep it going into the single pay of 16 and moves on to the next round.
Wow.
What a back half of the series showing from Sky here as he will move on. And unfortunately for Steven, did not really have much to work with towards the end there. But a crazy sequence to end that one. Sky just getting every number lineup that he needed. I mean, that red four being able to stay on the 4 there, the crossover was huge because that's exactly what Sky needed. And unfortunately, Steven kind of played into Sky's hand there. So it's going to be a plan A win to end it there. But Sky, I mean, just kind of your thoughts on that one and immediate reaction. Able to get it done. You mentioned T1 Sky trying to lock in with that one there, but you do get it done. You move on, 8th win of the season, and you will be facing Mazwa in the next round. So just kind of any thoughts getting it done here and doing it over Steven, who's definitely putting up a great fight in that one. Yeah, we'll see what Sky says. Just glad I pulled out the game 7. All right, Steven, just kind of your reaction to that. Unfortunately, you mentioned all numbers in those last 3 games kind of were stuck to go along for the ride there, but just kind of any immediate comments there. We'll walk away with the power play there, and going to be in end of the road here, but still solid showing for you nonetheless. And a great stream match here, but just any immediate thoughts on the match and anything you felt maybe could have gone a bit different for you.
No, yeah. I don't know. I tried my best with the switches to like get my cards down and also switch back to colors that Skylar switched off of, but I mean, I really did not have anything. Literally all I had were 2 green skips, and I mean, that wouldn't really have done much. And I could have prayed for a good power play that, you know, and prayed that it would have given Skylar not a green. But I don't know. Perhaps that would have just delayed the inevitable. But yeah, not man. Man. Really disappointed, but also really proud of how I played, obviously. It sucks to lose, like, that close, but and, like, I didn't put Lavina through torture just to lose my next game, so I'm disappointed, but, I mean, Sky is a phenomenal player, so I'll be rooting for him, and I know he's gonna do great.
And thank you, Steven. Just going back to Sky here, scared of being down. That was over for me. Getting my home base game 7 win was amazing. So yeah, Sky again able to get it done. Boils, any thoughts on this matchup here? I mean, we got a great stream for this one. As July's been filled with a lot of great stream matches here, but just kind of any takeaways from this matchup here as Sky moves on and we'll face Mazawat in the next round. That's going to be an interesting match because Mazawat's going to be one of those players with his back against the wall and absolutely needs to do what he can to win that match.
Yeah, and I mean, I talked about, that it this was a great match to say the least. I mean, it reminded me. I was going to mention earlier on the Steven deal where he can power play. I did the exact same thing against Jesse in the play-in, and it didn't matter what card they played. I ended up getting the finisher. So I think that was what was going through Sky's momentum, is that it didn't matter what card Steven played, the finisher was going to be there. So congrats to Sky on the win, but tough loss for Steven. I mean, who knows what would have happened if he would have power played? It could have kept the game going, but we'll never know in that sequence. But man, the round of 32 has been very good for stream. So I'm really excited. Looking forward to the round of 16. And, congrats to Sky on the win. And for Steven, tough loss. And I think more than likely season possibly over for him. So it should be an interesting between Sky and Mazwa in the round of 16.
Yeah, one win, not gonna really cut it for the playoffs, but I don't think Steven was too concerned about that anyways. Just here to just kind of have fun and play Uno, and I think he did accomplish that. So, did get a win on the table though, so it doesn't end the season 0-2, so that's good at least. But, congrats to Sky. Gonna go back to the bracket here. There you have it. Sky moving on to face Mazwa, so we'll see how that one shapes up. One more spot left in the single PS16 for the piano region. That spot will be decided by Dia and Apollo on Saturday at 11 a.m. So don't want to miss that match up there. That's going to be a playoff match for both to keep their seasons alive. We'll see who gets the win there. But that'll do it for the stream. Thank you all for watching. On behalf of the MRE UNO team, including myself, co-commentator Jamie Voiles, our referee, Syntax Error, both their players never came out to watch. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Congratulations to Sky on the comeback victory. Wins it 4-3 to move on to face Mazwa in the single pay to 16. But until then, I'm G-Man. Take care, everyone, and we will see you all in the next one. Have a good one.